Here's the last idea of the day. Idea number 6. Dark rocker turns into glam rocker. Now in my Solus video, I mentioned this shortly. I stated that I was going to do a video about it, and here's that video. Dark rocker, nothing really much to it. At one time, during UAW, when Dark Rocker was making his promos, like the interviews with Doug Loves and the whole car incident and all that, somewhere during that time, Rocker wanted to change his character into glam rocker because the only time I feel like Dark Rocker was appropriate, honestly, was during the Dark Alliance in 2011. That's it. That was the only time it was dark, because it was like it came across like a Satanist. In real life, he actually was an atheist. I don't know. I think that Dark Rocker should have changed his name into, here's how it should have gone. Dark Rocker should have kept his name during the Dark Alliance in 2011. Then after they disbanded and Biohazard formed, he should have changed it and stayed with Starbreaker. After Starbreaker, I mean, people like the name Dark Rocker, but there wasn't anything dark about it when he was in Biohazard. I mean, it was cool, but there's nothing dark about that character at that time. So he should have had it turn into Starbreaker. He should have ended his career with Starbreaker up until his return. You know, the name just seemed like a joke. And then with UAW, especially how I was trying to kill off the Dark Rocker character, but I couldn't because it was too popular. Should have changed it to Glam Rocker and made that a totally new character. It's not my fault that from 2008 to 2021, the Dark Rocker character is still existing. You know, I should have killed it off. I mean, granted, the dumbest thing I ever did, and 3D would agree with this, the dumbest thing I ever did with the character was when I did the Dark Guitarist thing. Not one of my better days, but I should have just... not important. But anyways, yeah, Glam Rocker was going to be the new Dark Rocker. It was going to be, you know, it was influenced because I was more inspired by the glam look than I was on the main heavy metal look. And with that, I feel like it would have been great for a new sort of character. It would have been like the artist formerly known as Dark Rocker meets Dark Rocker, and it was supposed to be like this colorful, flamboyant character that actually the name matched the outfits, and I don't know, I would have had a signature outfit for him, like maybe bell bottoms, you know, kind of like Fandango. You know, I normally usually wear bell bottoms, so it would have made sense. Maybe some face paint there. It just, like, I don't know, just one of those ideas that it's not like I can't ever do it, but I don't know, just think to myself of like all the ideas that I had and all the times that I could have done these ideas and I didn't do them, and just I don't know. But anyways, stay tuned, because this week I'll be putting up videos 5 through 1, and then after that gonna be mostly putting up old videos, and here and there I'll be doing new videos. I got some topics I want to talk about. but I don't want to share what they are yet because number one, I don't have anything to write them down with, so I'm afraid I'll forget them. And number two, I kind of want to surprise anyone that watches these. So stay tuned for the upcoming videos this week, and rock on. This here is idea number 2. It's not as good as my idea for rocker and 3D, but it is something that has been on and off in the making for over 7 years now. Rocker versus R-Paint, UAW Iron Man match. This one kind of bothers me a little to talk about it. I did actually mention a little bit about this not too long ago when I was on a walk, and basically it was going to be a match for a new company to kind of almost like R-Paint's revenge from my last encounter with them at Fighter Finals 10. And this would be a 60-minute Iron Man match, and I think Rocker would win this one. Just kind of bothers me because there's a lot of ideas that we talked about that we didn't get to do, and you know, I just kind of think that, like, there's part of me that wants to just call him up and be like, hey, like, let's make some videos and do things together, you know. But then there's another part that's like, has he given up? Have we given up? Is this like, because neither one of us say to each other we're not going to do it. I just don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you know, it was supposed to be like I said, R-Paint's revenge on Rocker for Fighter Finals 10's ending, and but you know something, I never really think about this, but I've actually, in a way, kind of made peace with I kind of made peace with that last encounter. And it wasn't until just about a week ago, but I thought to myself, you know what, if that's the last time that R-Paint and I have some sort of match, then, you know something, I'm really at peace about that. But you know, they say never say never, and yeah, you know, it's just really difficult to kind of wrap my head around and talk about. But I kind of wonder if R-Paint is secretly mad at Dark Rocker. But I think we're all just busy and have our own lives going on, and I don't think that he'll ever say it, but I think the both of us just kind of gave up on that. It could have happened, could have worked, we could have found a way to do it, time to do it, but it's just been 7 years, and there's just no way that it's gonna happen.
Dark Rocker. Excuse me. Sorry. It's me, Captain Major Moron. I'm here to apologize for making fun of you and breaking your ankle. I realize that you can kick my ass in the 60-minute Power Man match, and I just want to call off the match and tell you no hard feelings. See you on Rocker Wednesday.
Dark Rocker video. Take 1. And action. Hello, my fellow peasants of Rocker's Kingdom. As the artist formerly known as Dark Rocker. Actually, you know what? Fuck. Alright, let's take 2. Alright. And action. Oh wait, hold on. And action.
my fellow peasants of uncensored wrestling. Welcome to Rocker's Fortress, where only the most fabulous fairies are able to come into this realm. You know, there's a lot of talk about... There's a lot of talk, I must say, about Apocalypse 3. And Amazing X and I, we are going to have quite a wonderful dance with each other. But however, I actually have my mind set on someone completely different. I speak, of course, of the man they call Tragedy. Tragedy. I've been watching your promos lately, talking about how you're the most dominant force that UW has ever seen, and that you're undefeated, but you've never gone face to face with the artist formerly known as Dark Rocker. It's amazing, isn't it? They put me in a match with Amazing X, yet I got my eyes set on Tragedy. Tragedy, I noticed that you have the gold mask, which I find very attractive. And the way you speak in your interviews, I can only imagine what your lips must feel like when they're pressed against mine. Perhaps I can take you out for a cup of tea and then later for a glass of wine. I always wonder what fragrance you're wearing. Maybe it's lavender. I don't know. You'll have to excuse my personality. For you see, the UW Kingdom will realize that the Dark Rocker that they knew once before is nothing like the artist formerly known as Dark Rocker. The only similarity would be the solo kick. Or let's not forget the Transcendental Tranquility. Rocker has new ideas in his glove. I guess you could say that there's perhaps a crush that the artist formerly known as Dark Rocker has on Tragedy. Because I actually want to know what it's like to feel tragedy. I felt pain. I've made it through the system. I found myself trapped in reality. But I've had all my fair share of fun with that stuff. Now, I'd like to take off the white slowly for you, Tragedy, and put on the mask of gold. Tragedy, I don't know what lies on the road for Apocalypse 3, but I will tell you this. When you and I meet face to face, you will never forget the name, the artist formerly known as Dark Rocker.
What's going on there, everybody? This is the Tornado. And has some good stuff right there. Now, there was about, I'd say this month, or last month, it was about 8 years ago, I want to say. 8 years ago. The Ida Tornado. That was good. Met up with Uncensored Wrestling. Yeah. 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 It was about 8 years ago I met up with Uncensored Wrestling. I met the like Dark Rocker. System 360 and our pain. It was some great times. I came up with Hellseeker. Hellraiser was just getting over there. The Dark Alliance was hotter than ever. Why, it was so hot. It was almost as hot as my delicious Hot Pocket. That's how good it was. That's how good it was. Yeah. Anyway. Anyways, so I was involved with trampoline wrestling, on-ground wrestling, backyard wrestling, on the ground. When we made friends, we had a little ups and downs. Sometimes we were talking, sometimes we weren't talking, but we always remained friends in our heart. And I think I speak for Total Anarchy. I say that we are proud to have been a part of the UW family for almost 10 years. Now that is something. To think that by 2021, in February, NWI and UW will have known each other for a good 10 years. I just gotta set this down for a second, if and you don't mind. Now, I'm starting to get a little full. I gotta wait for my my 37th lunch. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I just think it's a great honor to be a part of the UW Hall of Fame. Now, I said before that I'm a tuggler. I ain't just a trucking man from Indiana who works at the carnival and rides his Jim Deere tractor. I was very honored to be inducted for the UW Hall of Fame. I was very honored. Very. As I said before, I had to set down my fried dough. Yep. You see, Tornado is coming out of retirement. What a better way to start off the new season, the NWI and WrestleFest, to start out the season by having EJB and I inducted into the UW Hall of Fame. We're making our own little Hall of Fame. We're gonna have I'm sorry, this is so goddamn good. Oh my god. We're gonna have 3 names in the NWI Hall of Fame. I forget the third person. Apparently wasn't that fucking great to me, actually.
You know, you can wipe the crack of my ass. For all I care. Goddamn posy bitch motherfucker. What up? What up? Yeah. But I do know the first two names are going into the NWI Hall of Fame. It's going to be System 3D. It's the first pick for all NWI Hall of Fame. We had a lot of great matches, you and I, System 3D. A lot of great matches. Right there. Yeah. Moonwalk. Yeah. Well. And then the next inductee is Dark Rocker, because he's so much better than I am in every single way possible. Me, big stupid dumb guy. Now, you'll have to excuse me for a second. God damn, I lost weight. It's back on. Damn it. I wonder what it'd be like if I just started talking like this in my induction speech. Blah, 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 blah. Now, I don't really know. That doesn't really work for my character. Excuse me. Now, 11%. Where I see it. Where I see it. And WrestleFest will take place in May. And there's going to be a lot of action at WrestleFest. Fans are going to want to come and see. Fans from all over Indiana, all over the state of Indiana, all over the continent of North America, all over the entire globe. They're going to want to come to see me and EJV twist each other's nipples. That's what they're going to come to see. Pay their hard-earned cash to see that. Now, fans, in case you're wondering, fans, in case you're wondering, oh dear, my Jim Deere tractor broke down. Tornado, I gotta run over and see the event. Well, hold your horses. Because we're not just doing WrestleFest. We're not just doing WrestleFest. We're also doing autograph signings at the Pampers Warehouse. JV and I, and Jake Sturgill, are going to be signing autographs. We're going to be signing autographs at the Pampers Warehouse. Bring the kids. So, once again, thank you, Dark Rocker and System 3D, for making 8 long years of backyard wrestling really special through heart, body, and soul, fork, knife, and spoon. I'm very grateful to be part of the UW Hall of Fame. And with that being said, I'd like to introduce you to my friend. Because I'm going to let you know that Wednesdays are better than Tuesdays. They always have been. And this next man is a lot more handsome than I'll ever be. He ain't fat. He ain't stupid. And he's gonna send a little message to you. just gonna let you know something about UW. You can catch Rocker Wednesday live Wednesdays on YouTube. And Tornado, you will never forget the name Dark Rocker.
Hey, we're back here on the farm. So this is idea number 19. I know this one wouldn't work, but back when System 3D and Dark Rocker were a tag team, we had plans. Well, it wasn't really like set in stone, but we had an idea to go over to Indiana to be a part of, at the time, TWF, Trampoline Wrestling Federation. Now they changed it to NWI. I don't know what they call it. Well, last I heard it was NWI. I don't know what they call it now. But anyways, it was supposed to be this big thing, Fighter Finals versus WrestleFest, and we were gonna do a bunch of matches and stuff. Now, this idea I didn't really pitch to anyone, but I always thought it'd be kind of funny to get our old friend Brandon, who played as Mean Machine very rarely, and also played as actually, I think I only remember him playing Mean Machine once, but that, you know, my memory is not all that great with the wrestling. But anyways, we did comedy videos, and I think this was under Chaotic Comedy. I really can't remember, but there was a character called Fatty that Brandon would play, and I kind of had this idea that I didn't really think to tell anyone, but I kind of had this idea of a match between Fatty and Jesse Rodriguez. I don't know what type of match it would be, but just for laughs, I thought that it would be a funny match. I don't know. Well, because, no disrespect or anything, but I always thought that Jesse Rodriguez kind of looked like, I don't know, kind of looked like a Puerto Rican testicle, but I guess that's less to the point. But I feel like it would have been, you know, now I'm trying to think of like what kind of match that would be and who would win the match, and I don't know. I mean it was a trampoline, so it's not like they could do like a diaper on a pole match or something. Yeah, I hope this video doesn't get me a lot of hate. I really haven't, for the life of me. Like, I really can't think of like what kind of match it would have to be. I mean, it'd have to be something like, unless it was like a flag match where like the two wrestlers would have to fight each other, and the first one to get to the other side of the yard, so to speak, to grab their country's flag, or, well, Puerto Rico isn't really a country in my book, but they do have their own flag. Something like that. I don't know. It'd be, yeah, you know, and then to top it all off, I think it would be funny if like Jew was the referee. But that's just, I don't know. So, anyways, I'm kind of disturbed now about this subject. Stay tuned, and I'll put up idea number 18. This idea is idea number 9, and it's kind of cool. Didn't really go anywhere. I don't think it didn't go anywhere on purpose. I just think that timing was kind of off. But there was just a conversation between System 3D and I where we kind of talked about if it was possible to do a Royal Rumble type match. The only way it would have worked is, you know, I kind of think of it now as a slobber knocker, or whatever they call that. I thought it was called a slobber knocker, but maybe they called it a gauntlet match. think it's called a gauntlet match. I don't remember, but anyways, what was going to happen was we're going to try to get all the wrestlers involved that we could think of that were played by System 3D and put them in this sort of match where it would be similar to a Royal Rumble. I don't think we had 30 characters. We probably had quite a bit. And it took a lot of brainstorming, but something I feel like would have been really cool. Only thing is that there's no guarantee of Chuck D and R-Pain to show up. But yeah, I think it would have been pretty cool. Not really much to this idea, just lost now, but cool fact, System 3D actually voted for Dark Rocker to win that. So, but I want him to win, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, that's all I got, I guess. This is Lost Idea number 1, final idea in this 20 video series, and I can't believe that I finally got to this. I don't expect this to be long, but just gonna throw it out there. The UW Hall of Fame. Wow, what an honor it would be to have this. This was an idea that System 3D and I had, I think in 2019, to do a Hall of Fame. The very first Hall of Fame induction ceremony would have included R-Pain, Total Anarchy, and I don't honestly remember what the other option was. I don't know if I chose System 3D and he chose Dark Rocker, or if we both chose Amazing X, I don't remember, but nothing really much to that. It was just, we were gonna do, once a year before Fire Finals, do a Hall of Fame, and we kind of figured that, it would have been really nice to do something like that. Yeah, I kind of wonder if UW is dead and gone. Who knows?
The artist formerly known as Dark Rocker at the movies. Let's tune in to watch the brand new premiere episode of Tornado Tuesday, 2019.
Welcome to Tornado Tuesday. Just want to take the time to say that NW Wrestling's coming back in a month. Looking forward to it. Lots going down at WrestleFest. I can't wait to kick some ass. With that being said, also want to take the time to thank UW for placing EJV and myself, the Tornado, into the UW Hall of Fame. I'm truly honored. I'm pretty sure EJV will be too. So with that being said,
Oh man, this is spicy.
truly humble, grateful, honored to be part of UW this year. And WrestleFest is taking place March 23rd in Hobart, Indiana. The question is, whose ass am I going to kick? I don't know, just whoever crosses my path, I guess. So, I'm going to cut this kind of short and sweet. Biohazard. We're watching. And when the time comes, it will be total anarchy on Biohazard. Till then, Biohazard, on behalf of EJB, pretty sure he'll tell you to rest in peace. But I'm going to tell you right now, sound the sirens.
Oh my god, I'm so bored. Holy crap.
The tornado is coming, you guys.
The tornado's coming down to do.
We're going to keep watching.
Gonna keep watching.
Hope you keep watching NWI. And by the time this feud is done, we'll see who's got the last laugh. The sirens have sounded, the tornado is out.
Oh shit. What was he talking about? I don't know. What? Alright, get my mask back on. Back into my flamboyant character. This was the artist formerly known Dark Rocker at the movies to watch the premiere of Tornado Tuesday. Oh, tornado. Well, you may say that the sirens are sounding and a storm is brewing. But there's no tornado that can ever compete against the artist formerly known as Dark Rocker. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ready?
Okay, take 3. I'm doing this again. I could fuck this up and kill myself, but I know I'm.
Alright, here.
Let's do that one more time. Let's do that one more time from a different angle. Just to make sure that spin kicking out. Yeah, I think I could do it better.
One more time.
Yeah, because I wasn't ready for it.
Alright, ready?
So let's just move it right there for that one. And
Like that?
you're gonna do a spin kick, and I'm gonna
Right here?
I need you to get back over the camera. We can finish on my phone. I don't care.
Is that alright?
Yeah, just do it on mine. I think we have enough.
Alright.
All right, so
Because we have to take a little break, that's fine.
this is it, man.
Actually, wait a minute.
This match. We could end it right here.
Wait, I have my...
Yeah, so we're gonna end the match soon, guys. We're really gonna do that. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, awesome, cool. Yeah.
Never mind. I don't have an extension cord. Alright, we're just gonna have to hurry up and finish this. Alright, ready?
My phone is 100%, right?
I think it does. Oh, we're checking a little bit. Alright, so that looks good.
You're picking me up, doing a spin kick, then what? Hitting me with that?
Then I'm gonna hit you with another kick that I did. And then I'm gonna hit you
Solo
with
kick?
Solo kick, and then there's another kick that I came up with.
Okay.
Are you ready?
What is it like though, so I know it's out?
We did it already. Where I put my arm.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, ready?
My camera's rolling, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're
just
on.
want to make sure.
Hey. Alright, ready? Get up. Get up.
Alright.
No, film me on the ground.
Okay. Then I got a pen.
No, oh shit, didn't get on my phone.
It got on my phone.
Okay, is yours live on YouTube?
It's on just a second.
Alright. We only gotta do this part on your phone. Okay, ready?
What am I doing?
Alright, film me actually. We'll do that for you.
Alright.
Alright.
You, sir, time out.
Okay, I have to do a audio recording of this because this is this is idea number 4, and I really wanted to read the promo idea that I came up with for this, and this would basically explain the idea. This is an idea I had for Dark Rocker being head of a faction called Illumination, which would be based off the Illuminati and highly inspired by Triple H and Evolution. 2003 version. Anyways, this is a lost promo that I wrote that I'm looking at right now, and this is basically me reading a transcript of the promo, not acting it out, just reading it. So this is, here I go. At Fighter Finals 11, System 3D, UW champion, fought Dark Rocker in a friendly 60-minute Iron Man match. By the end of the match, Rocker had won 7-6 due to a solo kick. Trouble came along when Dark Abyss and Hellraiser came to attack System 3D. R-Pain at ringside to join Dark Rocker jumped in to join the attack. Rocker, tired out, finally got up to his feet. System 3D would go and throw Abyss, Razor, and Pain out of the ring. The three stayed out of the ring as they saw Rocker pick up a sledgehammer from under the ring. As 3D began talking trash to the other inmates, Rocker ambushed him with the sledgehammer. A moment of shock, and the other three came in to beat 3D down. Dark Rocker's Illumination promo. Last night at Fighter Finals 11, I became a 10-time UW champion, and you know what? It feels pretty good to know that the gold prize is wrapped around the waist of a real champion. A champion that fans and wrestlers can count on to lead this company into the right direction. It was only a matter of time until I gave System 3D exactly what he deserved. No more will we have to sit through the skateboarding video game days of System 360. No more will we have to sit in the hospital room waiting for Dr. Reality. No more will we have to listen to the horrible rap verses of Mr. Ego, System 3D. The Iron Man match was not only my idea for... what was my train of thought here? There's 3 different pictures. My bad. The Iron Man match was not only my idea for my former friend, but my perfect opportunity to hold on. It's kind of weird I took pictures of this, but hold on. I gotta go back. Alright, I think I know where I'm at. The Iron Man match was not only my idea for my former friend, but my perfect opportunity to come in for the kill. You see, I had been following in his footsteps for over 10 years, and quite frankly, I got sick of it. Never took any of my ideas, never wanted to give me the spotlight, never wanted to admit that I created UW. System 3D made a deal with the devil, and R-Pain was the Reaper watching the contract signing. You see, it was all a master plan to destroy System 3D. I formed Illumination as an evolution point in history. Something that people look back on and not only remember, but realize that this future that is now is happening because of Illumination. You have the greatest team of UW wrestlers that anyone can ask for. You have the Pyramid, Dark Abyss, the monster who sets spine and structure to this team. He helps build the team and enslaves all those who make us great. You have the I, myself, Dark Rocker, the one who watches all and finds the right wrestlers for the job and sustains this magnificent alliance. I see all, and I train those who set the sun and those who set the moon. You have the light, our pain, the guardian of this team, and the one who will guide the future wrestler. And ladies and gentlemen, that future wrestler is the eternal Amazing X. For years, Amazing X has been treated like dirt by System 3D, Chuck D, and others. He has been the victim of abuse and the underrated underdog. Now he's a part of Illumination and will be the future champion of UW. Fans, get a good look at this. You are looking at Illumination, and we will take down the UW Alliance. No longer will you be held under command by a horrible, dictating champion named System 3D, because I will be your new leader, your new champion, and your new face of UW. From the pyramid to the eye, to the light, to the eternal, Illumination is here as your new champions. Let's see where I left off. As your new champions. Your new greatest stable, and your new founding fathers of a new era. To this day and many more, welcome the greatness of Illumination. So that was basically something I've always wanted to do. Looking back, I could have changed it around to having it be, System 3D in our pain spot. But I felt the timing was right, and I felt like it would have. We could have brought back the System 360 character in the old Dark Alliance, had System 360 be a face and Rocker as a heel, and then it could have come out that System 360 had defeated Rocker at a Fighter Finals 12 event, and ended Dark Alliance and Illumination, and I think that I would have made peace with something like that. So. What's going on, guys? This is Dark Rocker here. Gotta catch up on on my videos. Today I'm going to be talking about the last few ideas, and after that, kind of probably jump back on board with uploading old material. This is idea number 5, I believe. I just want to double check really quick and make sure that I am on the right topic. Okay, so I'm more than certain that I am. Yeah. All right. So idea number 5, which I kind of talked about before, so not really much to add to it, was the idea of I'm sorry about the lighting in here. The idea of UW versus TWF or NWI. I think that's what they're calling it now. WI Wrestling. Let me see here. They just had an event called Summer Bash, because Tornado, I still talk to him, so yeah, NWI Wrestling, so, and I am subscribed. I thought I was, so, and I definitely want to check that out at some point, and maybe down the road I can review some of their stuff, oh, okay, alright, but anyways, yeah, not really much to it, because I already talked about the Dark Alliance and Biohazard and Total Anarchy thing. I think there was an idea about Psychocide and Dr. Reality. Not really much to really add to this at all, because I feel like I kind of already covered everything. I don't know, to my knowledge, if it was going to just be WrestleFest versus Fighter Finals. I feel like being over there, if we had the chance to go over there, it would have been great to do several different matches and multiple different events and kind of plan them out so that we can make it look like we did like a few different events with these guys, like have like old footage and air it on like a certain event down the road. That would have been pretty cool. But like I said, nothing really much to add to that idea, because I've already basically covered most of it in previous videos. So, but gotta get to video number 52 today. So.
Hello, my fellow peasants of the UW Fortress. It is I, Queen Rocker. We see Rocker has one his match with Amazing X. But suddenly, our new king, Tragedy, to step in and tell me that
Slap a diaper. Coming soon to YouTube, Dark Rocker's Road to Recovery, a documentary where Dark Rocker sits down and talks about his 11-year addiction to alcohol. Dark Rocker will talk about certain topics, such as his first drink in November 2011. You know, I just kind of thought to myself that I didn't really necessarily think of it as a bad thing. I was actually kind of proud of myself for taking that first step, and, you know, outside of the peer pressure, I still made that decision to go and have that first drink. Depression in 2012. You know, spend my days writing poems that, you know, made no sense, and hanging out with Jake, and smoking pot every day, drinking alcohol every day. But the depression hit. I was living my life literally hoping that every night I wouldn't wake up, that I would just die. And I was probably more suicidal then than I, you know, possibly ever was. His stress levels in 2018, working 2 jobs, only getting to see my pet 10 minutes out of the day, being manipulated into giving my father and his girlfriend money, spending quite a while living in small areas of the house. I was just completely stressed out. I was ready to explode. I just couldn't take the stress between home and work, and it was just wear and tear on me. His promos as the artist formerly known as Dark Rocker. I mean, anyone can look at those promos and easily tell that I was under some sort of influence. It was pretty obvious, and, you know, the fact that most of those videos were over a half hour long when they should have been much shorter, it easily goes to tell. Was it fun? It was fun, but it definitely it definitely showed how addicted I was. Issues that he's had at work and health. You know, I got to a point where on my days off, I had to start my morning drinking. When I was at work, I'd have to go and sneak a drink in the bathroom. When I went to the store, I'd sneak one in the bathroom there. Only a couple times happened at work, but I haven't actually. I usually would drive my uncle's truck home, and I actually haven't driven over a year because I wanted to stop the stores and get alcohol and sit in the passenger seat and just drink myself until I was loose, and you know, just you know, his relationship with Shayna. You know, this one is this is just a difficult topic to talk about, but it's gonna take me some sort of strength to kind of open up about this one, and I guess at the end of the day, I'm supportive of her being in recovery like myself, but I'm very easily angry when I think about her and really want nothing to do with her ever again. And so much more in this documentary. Dark Rocker will have this documentary started somewhere between September and November 2022. Okay, we got 2 videos left to make today, and then we're all caught up. And I think tomorrow I'll be making 2 new videos, and we'll see where we're at, I guess. Anyways, part of me kind of feels like this could have waited, but another part is kind of happy that I'm doing this. So anyways, this is Lost Idea number 7, I think. Lost Idea number 7, one of my favorite ideas that, oh god, unfortunately we didn't get to do this, and we didn't have the money to do it, and it was never going to happen. It was an idea that is probably my favorite match idea that it was just impossible to do this. But on paper, it looked like a great idea. And this, my friends, is the Blacklight match. Yep, the Blacklight match was based off of the Glow in the Dark match, which is one of the very first matches in UW history between Dark Rocker and between a 14-year-old between a 14-year-old Dark Rocker and a 17-year-old System 3D. At the time, I believe he was Dr. Reality. This was a match idea that was going to involve a room full of blacklight posters and blacklight paint, and it was like the coolest idea ever. Just so cool, so completely cool that, like, God, I wish that we could have done this idea. But it was a match that obviously would have involved a lot of money, and we were both unemployed at the time. And I'm making myself upset now. But anyways, yeah, I don't know who would have won the match or how long the match would have gone or anything like that. I just know that it was just one of those ideas that we unfortunately didn't get to do. But yeah, that was the Blacklight match. Yay.
Available this week at your local friendly Walmart. Dark Alliance's new CD, The UW Sucks. With hits like,
Oh, what's up? UW's the worst. I'm sick and tired of UWA being...
and also,
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
don't miss our grand opening event of our newest location in Indiana. Come on down and meet and greet with Trampoline TCW superstar, the Tornado. With special guest, Little Drizzle. Walmart, always good. Just always good.
Yo, how you doing there? My name's Chuck D. Diaper wearer. That's face right. Pack of lunch, that's motherfucker. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Dirty diaper in the house. Big diaper in your face. Now I'm going to talk to you about how we should all have clean diapers on. So everybody get ready. We're going to do this. 1, 2, 3. We're going to get some clean diapers. Clean diapers for everybody. Even you. Here's what I think about your clean diaper, you son of a bitch.